Hey everyone. So, as you guys probably are aware, um, pretty much everybody is on a lockdown because of this coronavirus. Um, so, I'd like to talk about the coronavirus and if there's anything that we can do to protect ourselves from this virus. And so, that's pretty much what this will be. I'm going to try to make it short. Um, so, basically, the coronavirus is part of a group of viruses. So there are coronaviruses, and this one just so happens to be a new one, like a new strain, kind of like how there's the flu, and then every year, whatever, there's like a new strain of flu. And this coronavirus, there's different ideas out there. Some people think that this was natural. Some people think that it was engineered as to use as like a weapon. So there's different ideas about the origin of the coronavirus. We know that it came out of China. We know that it's contagious, like most other viruses. Um, we know that it affects the respiratory system, the lungs in particular, and that it also seems to affect the elderly, people that have compromised immune systems, um, the most. So, at least that's what the data is showing. It's showing that people that get severely ill with this are folks that are much older, that have weakened immune systems, smokers. It's pretty much anything to do with weakened immunity. I suspect that probably a lot of people that are taking a lot of over the counter medications, pharmaceutical drugs, um, pretty much just people that are really ill or that aren't generally healthy seem to be the most susceptible um, when they get infected. The recovery rate is much higher than the death rate, which is good. Um, so basically, right now, there's two drugs that seem to be um, hopeful for people that may become infected or may become severely ill, and those are um, hydroxychloroquine and erythromycin. Hopefully, I pronounced those right. But those two drugs seem to be most promising. That there's a study or whatever that came out of France showing that it's been effective for people that have it. And there was a Florida man who, I think he was like 50 something years old, who was basically on his deathbed, pretty much ready to die. And he heard about this and wanted the doctor to give it to him. And he recovered. So that's a good thing. Um, so I'm thinking that probably in the coming weeks, you're going to hear more reports about people that have been severely ill with this, taking those two drugs in combination and having a lot of successful recovery. So that's the good news. Um, there's also some things that I would encourage people to do just to strengthen your overall immunity. Science knows and studies have shown that there's lots of different natural things that help boost and strengthen your immunity. While none of these have been proven to cure the virus, it nevertheless is a good idea to strengthen your immunity, especially any time of the year. It just should be something that we do that's good for us to live a healthy lifestyle. So, vitamin C is very helpful for strengthening your immune system. Some people say it's good to take it throughout the day so that it is always there's always a certain level in your system that gives you the most protection. Um, Although you have to be careful sometimes with taking vitamin C too, because if you take a lot of it, you could get side effects like a headache, nausea. Sometimes it could develop. You could get kidney stones. So you just have to use, caution, and most of the time just following the recommended dose will be safe for you. So generally, most supplements are safe as long as you follow the directions. Um, Other things would be vitamin D3, which is good for boosting the immune system. Zinc and selenium are great for boosting the immune system. And then just eating really healthy whole foods like plants and vegetables, fruits, um, chicken, fish, eggs, kind of like following a paleo diet. Just eating more natural whole foods is going to be great for keeping you healthy and also boosting your immune system. Making sure you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep if you're an adult, drinking clean spring water, staying positive, doing a little bit of exercise every day. All those things are just, basic good things to do to strengthen your immune system. Avoiding sugars, avoiding toxic things, trying to, if you aren't healthy, to try to eat a healthy diet to get your body healthy, to lose excess weight if you're overweight. So there's a lot of things that you can do right now to make yourself healthier. And that's probably what I would recommend during this virus. And that's what I've been doing. Basically, just trying to eat healthy, drink teas. There's a lot of good teas for your respiratory system. Um, you know, you just want to try to think of everything you can do to basically boost your health and immune system. And so that if you do get infected, you have a greater chance of, recovery, or when you do get infected or sick, your symptoms will be much less than somebody that is very unhealthy, or that's a smoker, or that's taking tons of medications. You'll be in a lot better position, and you'll be allowing your body and giving the body the tools that it needs in order to fight this thing off. So that's the best thing. That's the best thing you should do, and that's what I would recommend. Um, this is just stuff that I do all the time, and I generally don't really get sick. But if you do get sick and you end up getting really sick, you should still go to the hospital. You should still think about possibly using those 2 medications that I talked about if they're available to you. And hopefully you will make a full recovery. Other than that, guys, I don't really know much else to say. There's lots of different things. Like I say, you can take, you got astragalus root, you got echinacea, colostrum is good for the immune system. Coconut oil has got monolaurin, which is great for the immune system. MSM, or methylpolymethane, is good for the immune system. Turmeric, ginger, peppermint oil. And another good thing that you want to focus on, since this is like attacking the respiratory system, is thinking of foods and different things that you can take that help your lungs. What things are good for your lungs? So apples, lots of vegetables are good for your lungs. Clean air. And then there's things that help if you do get the flu or the cold, that help you recover faster, and also help you breathe easier. So you can get a diffuser and get fir needle essential oil. And what you want to do is fill up your diffuser with some water and put a few drops of that fir needle essential oil in there. That's great just for cleaning the air, but also breathing it, and it's great. It just lifts you up, puts you in a better spirit, but it also has good properties and keeps your lungs healthy. And so if you are sick or you have any issues, you can just breathe that in, stand over it and just breathe it in. And then you can also use a carrier oil, like coconut oil or whatever, and mix a couple drops or whatever of that in with the coconut oil and rub that on your chest over your lungs. And that will actually help give you some relief as well. That can also actually be used for pain. If you have any pain in your joints, fir needle essential oil can be helpful in relieving that as well. So guys, I hope that these simple tips will be useful for you. Try to stay positive. Don't be fearful of these things. And again, just use common sense. If there's people that are sick, try to avoid those sick people. Make sure that you disinfect things if you've been out. So just things that you would use all the time. So like TV remotes, doorknobs, refrigerator handles, controllers, computer, keyboard, just basic things that you're touching all the time. Or if other people are touching those things, it isn't a bad idea to disinfect those things, because you will lower your risk of actually getting a virus. And if you do get a virus, hopefully you will recover and you will build up some type of immunity to it. We need to be able to strengthen our own bodies and our own immune system so that we can fight off these things if we do succumb to them. And also, if you are around people or you are touching a lot of things, it is a good idea to wash your hands, especially before you eat. Try not to touch your face. I mean, this is just good practical hygiene anyways, so it's a good habit to get into. And other than that, guys, I don't really have a whole lot. Just like I say, try to stay positive, eat your whole foods, man, and take your smoothies every day. I've been having a great blueberry smoothie with flaxseed in it, and it's fantastic. So you just gotta eat healthy. You gotta think positive, and encourage others too. And also, this is a great time to let others know that smoking isn't a good thing to be doing, especially with this virus, because if you're a smoker, you've already compromised your lungs, and the last thing you want is get infected and then not have as good of a chance to recover because you smoked a lot. So guys, this is a great opportunity to encourage others to eat healthy, strengthen their immunity, and be honest. Don't say, oh, this will cure this or this will cure that, because we don't have evidence for that. It's just like in the drug world, we don't have good evidence or data that says, this particular thing cures this, but we can look and see if those things are effective, and they might be helpful and they might not. But the best thing we can do is be proactive, try to do what we do know, and hope for the best. Because hope is what we all need, right? So with that, guys, I hope everybody has a great and wonderful day. Try to stay positive through this hard time. I think we'll all come out on the other end, and we'll all get through this together. So with that, take care.